I should make another batch of just plain flour just so you can see the difference. Hey y'all, I'm gonna teach y'all how to make homemade tortillas. Let me gather everything I need. Flour, baking powder, salt, and oil. 1 cup measuring spoon, a fork, a spoon, a tablespoon, and a teaspoon, and a bowl. You can use white wing flour tortilla mix. I was raised on white wing flour tortilla mix. Here are the ingredients. I taught myself how to make real homemade tortillas using natural ingredients. When I make normal tortillas, is what my husband calls them, I use all-purpose flour and a shortening, some kind of shortening. You can use lard, you can use vegetable shortening like Crisco, you can use butter, and what is called baking powder. I use Cobblestone Girl, and salt. 3 ingredients, that's all you need. But because I no longer eat anything that is bleached, we do a combination of a 5-pound bag of whole wheat and a 1-pound bag of unbleached all-purpose flour. So use the same Cobble Girl and salt, and I switched my oil to a liquid oil. You can use any kind of liquid oil you want. I like olive oil. You can use avocado oil, sunflower oil, whatever oil you want. That's your choice. Give me a minute. I need to clean this counter before we get started, and this hair has to go up. Okay. You are going to use the same recipe whether you use lard or liquid oil. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's going to be too much flour. Even if you just make it level, that's too much flour. You're going to need 3 cups, whatever flour you decide to use. When you use white wing flour, it's all already mixed in. All you really need is like hot water, and your portions can be controlled. Like if you only need 4 or 5 tortillas, you will learn how much flour and water to make just 4 or 5 tortillas. If you need a bigger batch, you get the hint, you just go up, and just all it is adding water. So you take your 3 cups of flour, two teaspoons of Cobble Girl baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, forgot one more thing. I packed it away because it's very rare I make homemade tortillas anymore. You'll understand why when I get to the oil. Give this a good mix. Then you put in 5 to 6 tablespoons of oil. If you're using solid oil, I will say just put 5. They don't have to be completely leveled off. Just a little will work. Just 5. I use liquid, so it's gonna be roughly 6. And you cut that in. Let me get some water started. You're gonna get the water as hot as you think your hands can take them. You are gonna need like something to cover the dough with. You can use aluminum foil, you can use a Ziploc bag. I use a glass container with a lid. When you're doing this recipe, you can portion this out. Put it in your glass container or your Ziploc bag or your aluminum foil. If you are the type that only needs like 1 or 2 a day, just put your container in the refrigerator and pick off of it during the days. It'll last in your refrigerator 4 to 5 days. But after that, probably get rid of it. It'll be cold. You probably get your little ball and just leave it on the counter until it cools off, warms up a bit. before you start rolling it. Cleaning up the counter over there so I can just go straight from here to rolling a couple for you. I got the water as hot as I think my hands can take. You're gonna 1 cup and a sip. Take your fork and stir it up. When you're using like whole wheat flour, sometimes it just takes a little bit of extra water, but 1 cup and a sip for all-purpose white flour is fine. And I'm probably gonna need to put a little bit more water in this. Oh yeah, definitely. More water. Now we knead it. Knead it until it's a nice smooth ball. I wouldn't try your first attempt at making tortillas with whole wheat. It has a different texture. And if you make it too sticky, it's very hard to unsticky it unless you set aside a portion of like that unbleached flour, then you can just like sprinkle it and add to it. But if you're doing all-purpose white flour, if it's too sticky, you just add your white flour and knead it in. But this is what the dough should look like. Now I'm gonna put this in my glass jar, but first I'm gonna take roughly this size, 2 of them, so I can roll 2 out. And then I'm gonna put the rest in my glass jar. Don't knead this dough again. If you're gonna stick this in the refrigerator and pick out as much as you need, just make your ball, smash it down and do it. Don't do like I kneaded these just a little bit. Let's take you over there where the light is horrendous and roll these 2 out. There's my cast iron comal, my dough, my rolling pin. Let me wipe it down. Needed to dust it. Have the heat on really high because I'm trying to get it hot fast. You just need it to be medium. Why? I think it's hot enough. Let's do it. Usually you wait for the top to start bubbling, but these are whole wheat tortillas, so it's probably not going to bubble until it sits for a little while. Let me show you. See the little bubbles right here? Oh, you can't see. Right here. Oh, that looks good. Look. Let's do the other one. Oh, this one's bubbling nice and pretty too. Usually when I make tortillas, like if it's for a breakfast thingy, I will make the dough over at night and then roll them the next morning. But if they're for like dinner, I will make the dough in the morning and then roll them for dinner in the evening. That way it gives the dough enough time to sit. And that's it, they're done. This one came out pretty bubbly. Ow, hot. And this one came out pretty flat. These will not stay soft for a long time because they are whole wheat. I should make another batch of just plain flour just so you can see the difference.